Checo Perez, the Minister of Defense, the tire whisperer, the man who can turn a hopeless strategy into a podium, and who makes Baku his personal relay destination. Just when everyone thought his Formula 1 story was over, guess what? Checo said nope, because in 2026 he'll be back, not with Red Bull but with Cadillac. Yes, Cadillac, the car brand your rich uncle flexes at family parties, is now entering Formula 1 with Checo leading the charge. So today let's go through Checo's crazy career, the highs, the heartbreaks, the wins, the memes, and why Cadillac is betting on Mexico's biggest motorsport hero. Born in Guadalajara, Mexico in 1990, Sergio Perez Mendoza was practically born with the steering wheel in his hands. By 6-year-old, he was already karting, and by the time most of us were worrying about Pokemon cards, Checo was racing internationally. At 14, he moved to Europe alone. Imagine being a teenager, barely speaking the language, and trying to survive in racing third world, while his friends back home were chilling eating tacos. Checo was living trackside in Germany, working his way up the junior categories. With the backing of Carlos Slim's Telmex empire, Checo rose through Formula BMW GP2 and by 2011 landed his first F1 series Sauber. At Sauber, Checo immediately showed his superpowers, tires. He wasn't just managing tires, he was babysitting them like they were his children. In 2012, he took 3 podiums with Sauber, including a near win in Malaysia, pushing Fernando Alonso's Ferrari to the limit. People started calling him the tire whisperer because he could somehow make soft tires last longer than some drivers lasted in F1. This talent got him noticed by the big boys. In 2013, Checo joined McLaren, replacing none other than Lewis Hamilton. Huge opportunity, right? Wrong. The McLaren that year was about as competitive as a shopping cart with 3 wheels. Checo did what he could, but the car was slow, and tensions with Jenson Button didn't help. By end of the season, McLaren basically ghosted him. Most careers end here, one chance at the top, blown, but Checo wasn't done. Then came Force India, a midfield team that thrived on low budgets, bold strategies, and vibes. And this way Checo built his reputation. Year after year, he delivered podiums in a car that had no business being there. He became known as one of the most consistent drivers in the midfield. And then came 2018. The team went into financial collapse. Most drivers who just packed their bags, Checo, he literally triggered legal action against his own team, which forced them into administration, which actually saved them. Imagine suing your boss to keep your job. That's peak Checo. And finally, the peak moment. Saki Grand Prix 2020. Lap 1 collision, drops to last. Most drivers should race quit. Checo, he casually drives through the entire field and wins his first ever Grand Prix. After 190 plus starts, this was the longest race for first win in Formula 1 history. This race is just pure perfection and pure cinema. This win actually saved his career and caught the eye of Red Bull. In 2021, Checo joined Red Bull. His job? Be Max Verstappen's wingman. Which sounds easy until you remember Max Verstappen is Max Verstappen. But Checo delivered legendary moments. Abu Dhabi 2021, he defended against Lewis Hamilton so hard. Fans crowned him the Minister of Defense. He won Monaco, Baku, Singapore, cementing himself as the king of street circuits. But it wasn't always sunshine and flowers. Checo had highs but also lows, crashing out in Monaco 2022, struggling in qualifying, constantly facing rumors about being replaced. By the end of 2024, he did get replaced. It looked like this was the end of Checo's story. After years of lobbying, GM and Andretti finally got their F1 entry approved for 2026. And who do they pick as their headline driver? Checo Perez. Why Checo? Easy. Experience. He has over 300 races. He is perfect for shaping a new team, and he brings Mexico and Latin America into Cadillac's fan base. Plus, the Mexican Minister of Defense driving an American car, that's marketing gold. Checo isn't just coming back to wave the Mexican flag. He's here to be Cadillac's foundation. He knows how to fight in the midfield. He knows how to stretch a strategy. He knows how to survive chaos and still come out with points. If Cadillac can deliver even a half-decent car, Checo can deliver podiums. And if not, at least Cadillac will sell a lot of cars in Mexico. Checo's career is a definition of resilience. Dropped, doubted, underestimated, yet always bouncing back. From a teenager in Guadalajara chasing a dream, to saving Force India, to Red Bull glory, and now to Cadillac. This isn't just a comeback. This is Checo's final chance to cement his legacy as a driver who never gave up. The Minister of Defense is back, and Formula 1 is about to get one last chapter in the Checo Perez story.